My name's Klara.
My name's James.
This is our love story. We've been dating for about 5 years now. I think 5 years.
I'm not 100% sure. Like 4.5 years.
Yes, something like that. 4.5 years. We started dating in July. I can't remember the exact date now off the top of my head.
28th.
July 28th. And it was a good day. We met, the very, very, very first time we met, saw each other was at a concert.
Yeah, at Jerry's. And then again, we all went to dinner. That was a different time. Those 2 different times.
That was 2 different times.
Yeah. The second time we met is when we all went to dinner.
Yes, that was the second time we met. We started talking on Facebook. I had said I wanted to go to Warped Tour and was seeing who would want to go with me, and we were friends on there, so he told me to text him when it got closer to remind him, or he just told me to text him and remind him, and so I texted him that night and said, "Remember Warped Tour?"
Yeah. Very funny. Cheeky. Yeah. And then you text me the entire night.
Yes, we texted each other the entire night. It wasn't just me blowing up his phone.
Like one of my favorite memories of dating, definitely our first beach trip. That was fun. We saw that deer. Just chilling at the beach.
At, 6 a.m. in the
It
morning?
was 5, 6 in the morning. There was just a deer at the beach just hanging out. To get there before the people.
Yeah. He wanted to see the sunset too, or sunrise.
And then that trip we went to, I don't know, what was that place? Ojai or whatever? For the Secondhand Serenade.
Uh-huh.
That was pretty fun too.
That was a fun memory. My favorite memory of dating was the first time we went out to eat at the sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
And your card got declined.
Yeah, definitely no shout outs to Mission Bank. They're on my list. Luckily I had money. Luckily I had cash.
And then all the ice cream you'd buy me. That's a pretty good memory, going to doors.
I don't even remember that.
Proposal story. So I can start with this one. So it was Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, one of the two. We're at my parents' house and we're just opening up presents. And I got to the bottom of opening up, taking things out of my stocking. And then next thing I know he's in front of me getting down on one knee and he's like, "Wait, that one's from me." And I'm like, "What?" I still had no idea what was going on. And then he took the box out of my hand, opened it up all slick, and then asked me if I would marry him and open up the box. And I was just shocked. I just couldn't believe it. And I just couldn't stop saying "Oh my gosh, really? Really?" And then I just started taking the ring. And then he was like, "Well, you have to answer before you take the ring." And so I said, yes, I will marry you. And we have 2 little girls at the time. Now we have 3, but they were all up in our business, super excited too, all excited for us. And yeah.
I mean, granted, Addie didn't know why she was excited. She just saw, she was a year old at the time. She just saw everyone else was excited, so she started jumping around.
Yeah.
So the behind the scenes to the wedding proposal. My brother had come over because I needed time to try to find the ring, right? But at the same time, we were trying to buy a house, so we were pooling our finances. So I was secretly taking money for a year and a half for lunches or whatever, and just saving it to try to get to enough money to get the ring, and it was taking forever, and I didn't think I was gonna make it. So I was like, man, and I wanted to do it at the Christmas thing. So finally, my brother was like, "Hey, I need a cell phone," and I was like, "All right, cool, let's go." So we went to the mall, and we sat in the cell phone store for an hour, and he decided he didn't want a cell phone. So as we were walking out, we walked by the ring store, and I was like, "Oh, let's go check him out." And so I found, I'd kind of been probing her to see what kind of ring she wanted, and I found one that looked exactly like what she wanted. And I had 76% of the money for it, saving up like slowly without her noticing I was taking money out of like the pool to buy the house. And so my brother was like, I'll just pay for the rest, I don't care. And I was like, cool. So we did that, and then I got to the house, and then I had to figure out what her ring size was. So I asked her mom, and her mom couldn't remember. So then we were at this place where like I couldn't ask her. So I waited, and then I finally gave up, and I was like, I'm gonna have it sized later. And so then I gave it to her mom to hide in the stocking, and then I had to hope that no one that knew said anything, because it was like 3 months before Christmas. And then I just nervously waited until we were getting closer, and then like it actually worked out. So it was one of the cooler moments.
It was funny because at your work's Christmas party, you got like super hammered, and you were worried that you accidentally told me.
I don't even remember. I don't remember anything about that Christmas party.
No, you told me after the fact. You're like, I was so worried that
I remember all of like the first 47 minutes of that Christmas party. So side note to that, I told my boss earlier in that year that if there was an open bar at the Christmas party, I was gonna get blackout drunk and embarrass him. and literally the second I walked in, like, cause he was like at the first table when you walk in, and I walked past him and he stopped me and he's all, hey, and I was like, what? He's all, the bar's open. And I went and got 8 drinks. And you remember? And I yelled at him, and he looked at me, and I just started drinking all of them. I was like, all right, this is your fault.
I remember all of it because I was pregnant. And I couldn't drink.
I remember that. I remember getting a disgusting steak somewhere in the middle of the night that was probably like $200, but it was like really hot on the outside and then cold in the middle. It was like they had the super high heat on. They cooked it for 10 seconds. Mm-hmm. And then that's it. That's all I remember. I remember waking up the next day.
I'm super excited about the wedding. We already booked our venue, and I already got a wedding dress. Like, pretty quick. I wasn't expecting to find a wedding dress this fast, but I'm very excited for the wedding. I'm very excited for him to see me in the dress. I want to show him so bad, but obviously I can't. But I can't wait.
I'm pretty excited for the wedding. I'm less prepared with the things that I need to get. But I've always been a fly-by-night kind of guy. I'll make it happen.
Okay, and I would define love as never giving up when it gets hard, and in trying to enjoy every moment together, even the good and the bad.
Well, I don't know how I would define love. I think it's like such an abstract concept. It's like all these like small pieces working in union, like it's nothing right, there's nothing wrong. It's not like it's like a feeling or like an action. It's just something that exists with like it's like a connection with another person that just exists in its own realm by itself, and it just works if you find the right person. And that's our love story.